Yeah, so as I was saying, the out of body experience. Um, I think in that is a Netflix movie, In Her Eyes or Behind Her Eyes, I think it's called. Check it out. Oh my god, it's one of the best movies I've seen this year. Um, so in that body, there is this young lady who has a boyfriend, and this is spoiler alert, please. So she has a boyfriend, and then I think she has like mental challenges, so she is in this facility, and then she meets a guy, a gay guy, and they become like best friends. So one day when she's out of that facility, she invites that guy to her house where she lives with her boyfriend, who is like an attractive man. And the guy comes, and then he sees how the boy loves the girl, and oh, I have to go back. Actually, when they were at the facility, the psychiatric facility, she, either the girl or the guy, was teaching her how to dream and go out of your body while you're dreaming. What is the name for it? Astral projection, something, you know? So let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I think it's astral projection or lucid dreaming. I think that's the right word. Lucid dreaming. I think that's the terminology. And so that's they were experimenting with that in the psychiatric facility, and both of them became better and better. Yeah, now I remember. The lady was teaching the guy, exactly, the blonde guy, the gay guy, and so they were becoming better and better. They could even lucid dream, whereby they will meet each other and then they will go like on excursion and stuff. So when the guy came to visit her and her boyfriend in their house, it's like a big mansion somewhere on the countryside, and he saw how they live, how the her boyfriend loved her. I think he became a bit envious, and something grew in him. So he will dream, or he will lucid dream, get out of his body, and then visit the girl and her boyfriend. Look, watch them how they are having, you know, having intercourse and everything. Go around the house and stuff. And so he became extremely fascinated, obsessed with the man. Obviously, the man is not gay, so he can't have him. And but he is pretending to be best friend with this girl. You have to be really careful with who you meet and who you allow in your house. And so the girl is oblivious because he plays such a character, like the best friend who is excited, who is fascinated, because he comes from a very underprivileged background, and she grew up rich. I don't know if you have ever been around rich people. They have this around them, this confidence, this je ne sais quoi attitude over them. They do things very easily. They don't think about money. They don't have the same worries that you have when you grow up in poverty or in lack and want. They don't have that. But that guy, he sees that. He admires that in her. He wants to be her. And at the same time, he wants her boyfriend. So how can he do it? He convinced her to lucid dream one more time together. And then eventually they go off in the dream. And what he does is their bodies, because when you lucid dream, you leave your body. This is what we do every night. Every person, every one of us dreams. You leave your body, and normally you return safely into your body. But if somebody is targeting you, they target your body, which is an empty cell. And ever since I was a child, I had this theory in my mind. Like, so if there is a God and God creates humans, and throughout so many generations, as long as the earth existed, then there must be endless souls around, right? I'm like, there is no possible way that that will be, because if right now we are 8 billion people on this planet and we are already, according to Western propaganda, this planet is already overpopulated. Imagine from the beginning of mankind up until now how many souls there are. I'm like, no, if I was God, I will recycle those souls. Because one thing I have figured out ever since I became aware of death and understanding of death, because when my mother died, I was able to dream about her every day. And I believe this is my form of astral projection or astral travel. And I communicated with her and she told me things. So I believe this is why I'm no longer afraid of dying as well. I believe we are being recycled. And so and if we are being recycled, how many bodies are there to go around with? The only bodies that are around are the living, or unless our creator creates one. So if there are other entities around us, according to the Bible or the book of Enoch, there are other entities around us that we do not see with our physical eyes, because they are in a different realm than us. Once we enter their realm, then we can see them. And I believe when we sleep, that's when we enter those realms. And again, I am saying this is topics that is normally I don't discuss with other people unless you are in my close circle. But right now, I do not have any friends. I don't have any family members to go around the things that goes through my mind. So that's why I'm putting it out here. So if you think like you don't have any comprehension to think about quantum physics, about the world that we live in, philosophy, the reincarnation, existential experiences. If you can't comprehend what I'm talking about, please remove yourself from this channel. I don't want to see any of these stupid comments. I will block you either way. So if you don't have any comprehension, if you can't think farther than the box that you were built in, the box that the world is framing you around, then just leave. Yeah. Um God, I digressed and now I've lost my thought. So the world that we live in is not limited to our physical world. And so in this dream or in this movie, Behind Her Eyes, the guy succeeds and takes over the girl's body before she wakes up. So what happens? You are stuck in the afterlife, what we call afterlife, a different dimension, because there is no body for you. And this is what happened. And I believe there are certain people who have this ability to do, able to do that. And I felt the first time I felt that when my grandmother died, that she was literally trying to take over my body, because she loved life so much, and to be me will be to live her ultimate dream. I was back then I was young and beautiful, and I had my whole life ahead of me. Like all those white men that she loved, they will come after her because they were coming after me.